At his grandfather's funeral, he suddenly discovered he had a 6-year-old aunt. The little girl was his grandfather's illegitimate daughter, his mother's sister, his little aunt. After the funeral began, everyone started praying, but the little girl suddenly ran outside, picked a few gentian flowers, and then placed them in the deceased's hands. However, the dead man's hands had already become rigid and couldn't hold anything. After the funeral ended, everyone discussed what to do with the little girl. Since her elderly father had passed away and her mother had vanished without a trace, no one had any emotional attachment to her. The relatives were all unwilling to take her in, and they unanimously decided to send her to an orphanage. Perhaps seeing how pitiful the little girl looked, Nick couldn't bear to listen anymore. He approached his little aunt, and the kind-hearted young man decided to adopt her. 6-year-old Anna immediately clutched tightly onto Nick's shirt hem, but Nick's mother opposed his decision. In the end, Nick brought this 6-year-old little aunt home to raise by himself. He decided to first try to contact Anna's mother and have her return to her mother's side. Perhaps that would be the best choice. Nick tried leaving messages for her on websites, and she responded quickly. The two arranged to meet the next day. Annie explained that she was a low-income comic artist who had been working as a nanny all these years to make ends meet. Back then, she had foolishly gotten pregnant and then foolishly given birth to Anna. For years, she couldn't even support herself, which was why she had heartlessly abandoned her daughter in the first place. Nick listened quietly to her story, then asked if she would be willing to live with Anna now. However, Annie directly refused. It turned out there really were mothers in this world who didn't love their own children. At the same time, Nick made up his mind. No matter what, he would continue caring for Anna. He was Anna's only support, and he couldn't bear to abandon this little girl.